Hello, I'm Sasha. I'm over here at the Toshiba Germany's headquarters in Neuss. And what I got over here are the new Toshiba NB200 netbook series. That's the second generation from Toshiba. As you guys might remember, the Toshiba NB100, which was the first 8.9 inch from Toshiba. We tested this one, I guess, about half a year ago. It was a pretty decent 8.9 inch netbook with a 4-cell lithium-ion battery, N270, 120 gigabytes of hard disk, and it's now getting sold at a very reasonable price of, let's say, some 240 euros or something like that. But that was the first generation from Toshiba, and over here we got the second generation, which is called Toshiba NB200. Makes kind of sense. So this time it's a 10.1 inch, I guess, or 10.2. And it sports the new Intel Atom M280. This version is a kind of hybrid version because it still comes with a 945 chipset and not with a GN40. But I'm sure that Toshiba will also get the GN40 in some future versions of the NB200. So the first thing that you might recognize is this great chiclet keyboard. Reminds me of the EPC 1000 HE or Sony Vaio P, Lenovo IdeaPad keyboard. Even though that the keys are a little bit smaller due to the space in between the keys, it just makes it easier to hit the right one. The trackpad is just enormous. It's huge and great. 2 big mouse buttons. Just the best combination of trackpad mouse button I've seen so far on any netbook. Let's just take a quick look around the netbook itself. So we have a VGA out over here. We have our microphone and headset outlets, an Ethernet connector, USB 2.0. We have an SD card reader over here with a quick sprint, so you can get your whole SD card in there. A couple of status LEDs, and 2 more USB 2.0 ports, the connector for your PSU, and a CAN-SYNC and key lock. And what we can see on the back, I'm pretty sure that Toshiba will also get a version on the market with a 3G module in there, so there's already a kind of dummy slot on here. And if you're wondering what kind of battery they're using for it, that's pretty much the biggest battery I've seen on the market so far. It's a 10.8 volt, 63 watt hour, 6-cell battery. This should be good on this combination, let's say for some 8 to 9 hours. So yeah, good job. And it seems like EPC 1000 HE and the Samsung NC10 or N110 is getting a real tough competitor when it comes to battery life. Anyways, this one is here the kind of top version of the new NB200. I can't tell you anything about the price right now, but they should release it in the next couple of weeks. But let's take a look at the other version over here, this black one. So that's a bit cheaper version. It has a different keyboard, which reminds me of Dell Mini 10, HP Mini 1000. So this isn't a chiclet anymore, but it still sports the same big trackpad, same great mouse buttons, and the whole design is pretty much, well, not only pretty much, of course, the same as the one that we've seen before. But the main difference is that this one comes only with a 3-cell battery, so it would be good, let's say, for some 4 hours. What I really like about the Toshiba NB200 is that on the bottom you can easily access all your components. So just opening this lid over here, you get to your memory and you have your hard disk underneath there, or I guess even your Wi-Fi card. So yeah, that's good news for all these people that would like to upgrade their netbook, want to get a new SSD in there, more memory or whatever. So something that you might not like is the glossy display, especially when you're mobile with your netbook. But of course it also has advantages. I mean, when you're at home, the colors are just brilliant on a glossy display compared to an ordinary one. So, well, final verdict on this looks very, very promising. When I'm just comparing the first generation of the Toshiba netbook now with the NB200, that's how Universe is ahead of this. The design is very unique. It seems to be very competitive. Manufacturing quality is good, and yeah, I think we can expect a very competitive netbook from Toshiba in the next couple of weeks.